Obarigani Riches, welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about my journey with starting the ketogenesis diet, or they call it keto. I want to explain to you why I started it, what I started with, and any particular tweaks that I have made to the diet that suit my lifestyle. So if that's something you're interested in, if you want to take this ride with me and see how things go, let's get it, let's go. Okay, why did I start the keto diet? There were a few factors that were involved with me choosing to start the keto diet. One fact is I was newly diagnosed with hypertension, and that caused me to look at my diet a little more as recommended by my doctor. They wanted me to go on a low sodium diet. So in June I started to do an intermittent fasting program that was given to me by this nutritionist. And that worked out really well for the whole month of June and July. The schedule ranged from 16-hour fast to 18-hour fast to one day was a 24-hour fast. And so I sort of smashed that program really good. But one thing I learned about doing intermittent fasting was I was not learning about the foods that I was eating. I just learned to basically cram everything into a 6 or 8 hour slot where I can eat. So that diet was good in certain ways because it taught me discipline as far as time discipline and meal time disciplines, but it really didn't teach me about picking better choices. So I was diagnosed with hypertension. The second reason why I wanted to do the ketogenic diet is because I have a lot of diabetics in my family. It runs on my maternal side and my paternal side. And so I wanted to do whatever it is that I can do to sort of prevent that from affecting me in any type of way. So I had already tried intermittent fasting, and I sort of found a way to trick the system. I was okay with eating between certain hours. However, my food choices were not always the best. So then I felt it was time. Once I got my routine of my intermittent fasting, and I still do that. I've been doing intermittent fasting for almost 3 months now. And I don't do the varying time. So I don't do the 16 to 18 to 24. I just keep it as a straight 16-hour fast. So I only eat between the hours of 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Those are my hours where I eat. My diet is also a little different because I am lactose intolerant. So I can't have any dairy products. And my previous diet was mainly pescatarian, so I ate a lot of seafood options and things like that, and sometimes chicken. So that was my diet before, and those are some of the reasons why I wanted to sort of up the amp to try the keto diet. So that's my why. But I didn't have any information on the keto diet. So there's a nurse here on YouTube that will break it down to the tiniest of syllable. She goes into all the medical background of the ketogenic diet, and she also shares her success story with us. So if you would like to get the technical, the medical, all of that information about the keto diet, I'm going to post her link below, and it will also be in a card right here or up here. Click on the iCard, and you can watch her video to get the full background. I've watched it once, and I think I'm going to go back and watch it again now that I'm actually doing the diet. I started the diet actually 7 days ago, and let me tell you the tweaks that I have made to it. So yes, I watch my macros. I have the app called CarbManager. I'll put that right here so you can see what it looks like. I use the CarbManager. I used to use the Fitness Pal, is that what it's called, app, but I think I like the CarbManager better. So I've been using the CarbManager, and my goal is 20 carbs a day. I can't remember the other macros. I'm sorry, my phone actually broke and it's away being fixed. But this is episode 1. We're going to continue to talk about eating better and the things I've learned. So I'll share with you my macros as time goes by. If I've gotten my phone back before I post this, I'll post it right here. I just remember that my carbs were 20 or less a day. So the tweaks I've made to the diet, I don't have any dairy product, low salt, low gluten, and I'm trying out beef and chicken for this week. If you've watched my Instagram, you see mostly fish or shrimp. That's the diet that I've come from, doing fish or shrimp. And I've noticed that I still was not able to reach my weight goals that I've wanted to reach. So it's time for me to sort of step it up a notch. So that's why I switched, and I wanted to sort of get into the keto diet. So this week being my first week, and I read a post on Instagram, and I'm also going to put this right here, which sort of sums up everything for me. If you're starting any new eating plan or wellness plan, you want to listen to your body. So this is my first week, and I'm going to tell you what I have learned this week. Listen to your body. Stay away from eating out. It's best to eat your food at home or make your own foods, and read labels. So if I never lose a pound on keto, I have definitely learned a whole heck of a lot of information about the foods I was eating. As a matter of fact, let's go to Instagram. I'm going to post a picture right here of one of my favorite meals that I used to enjoy before keto. And I don't really know which one I'm going to put, but I'm going to put one right. And let's look at the taco salad. You know, I love a taco salad, and a lot of times I would use shrimp or I would use salmon. Now that was good. However, the chips that I used was loaded with carbs. The sour cream that I used sometimes would make me sick, and it's also loaded with carbs. And if I use regular cheese, I would get sick, and it's loaded with carbs. The corn I used to put on there and the beans were heavy in carbs. So hopefully that's the picture I put. That taco salad is so delicious. But before keto, I thought that was really healthy. I never turned the packages around to look at the ingredients on packages. And it wasn't until I really got into keto that I started turning packages around. And you would be surprised. There are some items that you select from the grocery store that you think are very healthy for you. And when you turn them around, they could have 20 carbs easy. And that's what you should have in a whole day, or what I was planning to have in a whole day. Now, everybody's macros are going to be different. I set the goal for myself of only 20 carbs a day. And I don't even care if I do 22 or 25. I just really want to stay 20. But amazingly, since I started keto, I very rarely get up to 20. A typical breakfast, maybe 2 carbs. A typical lunch, maybe 1 or 2. And so, what else? Another takeaway is I've noticed since doing strict keto for this week is that I have not been hungry. My normal eating time is 10 o'clock, and I have had 2 or 3 days where I have went up to 12 and 1 o'clock in the afternoon before I even had my first meal. So I don't know what it is about keto, but it definitely keeps you satisfied, you know, until it's time for you to eat again. This week I've had I'll put my food right here. I've had almost the same breakfast every day, which have been my eggs, bacon, cheese, and spinach sometime. So I would make like a omelet with eggs, bacon, cheese, and spinach sometime. The key meats that I've had this week have been hamburger and chicken. Now, I haven't had a lot of hamburger this year at all, so I was really excited to eat some hamburger. So I've had like burger patties wrapped in little wraps. And I've also had burgers in lettuce from Five Guys. And I've had tacos. So I used coconut wraps and I made tacos as well. Now with my diet, I've had to substitute my sour cream and my cheese for non-dairy options. So I have some almond cheese and I have a non-dairy option sour cream. So that has been, and I hope I'm posting pictures. As we look at this video, I'm going to be posting pictures of some of the dishes that I have ate this week. This is my first week being on keto. I have definitely enjoyed all of the learning that I'm getting as I turn over the packages and look at items to eat. I'm also trying out going out to eat. So Five Guys has been a place that is right around the corner from my job, and I know I can get a burger wrapped in lettuce. And also the other day when I was out looking around town at different stores, I was able to stop at a restaurant and get some snow crab legs steamed and some steamed shrimp, and I just sat and ate those. I didn't have any sides or anything else. It's been wonderful getting to learn about the better food options that you can choose. Now for next week, I think I'm going to cut out the beef, because I did notice that my bowel habits were not every day like they normally are. So I don't know if maybe that beef is too much for me, but next week I'm going to lay off the red meat, and I'm going to go back to probably shrimp and maybe chicken next week. So that's what I mean when I say you have to listen to your body. And that's the end of my first week. If you're starting a new eating plan, post that below. What type of eating plan are you starting, and what have you seen as your successes, and what items have you seen that are sort of pulling you back? Have you learned to cheat the system yet? Because yes, with every diet I have learned to cheat the system. I have to make myself put my macros in my CarbManager because I do not want to cheat. And I appreciate you stopping by my video. Don't forget to click that notification bell so you will be alerted when I pop on the scene, because I do post videos weekly. And don't forget to post your rich comment in the rich box below, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.